Okay, so we're on our journey, and we've made our way to the duodenum, right? So we had said the small intestine consists of three parts. The duodenum, it's a very short, it's about 10 inches of, however many feet that are found in your small intestine. So it's a very small first portion, and we had said there's a lot of stuff going on there. We're going to be secreting two of the hormones that are involved in controlling the secretion of digestive enzymes and neutralizing bicarbonate ions, etc. But then we have the rest of the small intestine. We have the duodenum. It's this very short first part. We have the middle, or the superior or anterior. No, anterior wouldn't work. But anyway, the proximal. That's the correct term. The proximal 2/5, with the exception of the duodenum, is going to be the jejunum. And then the distal portions of the small intestine are going to be the ileum. And the ileum is going to connect with the large intestine. So we're talking about food is going to be making its way through the 15 feet or so of the small intestine. Now, lining on the inner surface of the small intestine, we have what they call villi, and they're like little finger-like extensions, and what they do is they increase the surface area of the small intestine. Now, one reason that's important is because the small intestine, is where you absorb most of your nutrients. We had said all this stuff, we've been talking, I don't know how long I've been talking, but for a little while, I've been talking about digestion. But we said the digestive system is about digestion and absorption of nutrients. This is where we're really going to start, where most of the nutrients are going to be absorbed here. We said in the stomach, you're absorbing water and a little bit of lipid-soluble stuff, but it's mostly, and alcohol, if you're a drinker. But most of your nutrients are going to be absorbed in the small intestine, and they're going to be absorbed through the surface area of the small intestine. So it's expanded by having structures, these little finger-like structures called villi, that extend up into the lumen, or the interior of the small intestine. Now, I'm trying to see if I've got I'm going to shift this over so we have all of the words there. So we have the villi, finger-like extensions, lining the interior of the small intestine. Inside of them are capillaries from the lymphatic system, things that are called lacteals. Lacteals are lymphatic capillaries, and their role is going to be absorption of non-water soluble digestive products. So the fats that are going to be absorbed are going to be picked up by the lymphatic system first, through these lymphatic system capillaries that are called lacteals. And throughout the regular capillaries in these villi and the lining of the small intestine, we're going to absorb all these other nutrients. But we're not through with digestion yet. One of the things we haven't mentioned is how we've talked about amylase. And we had said amylase breaks down carbohydrates into disaccharides. You cannot absorb disaccharides into your circulatory system. They have to be further broken down. So we're going to now talk about the enzymes, the digestive enzymes that are secreted by the small intestine. So the small intestine is also part of the digestive part, in addition to handling most of the absorption of nutrients.